Welcome to Florence. Hey everyone, and welcome to Travel Partner Official. I'm so happy you're here today as we explore the heart of Tuscany, the amazing city of Florence. Florence is a city that everyone knows. It's a place that will steal your heart with its beauty, amazing art, and the delicious smells of Tuscan food. In the next few minutes, we're going to look at the top 10 things you absolutely can't miss when you're in Florence. From famous landmarks to hidden gems, we'll discover the true spirit of this Renaissance jewel. And hey, if you're liking the journey so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our travel partner family. We've got a world of adventures to share. Now, let's put on our walking shoes, get ready for adventure, and jump right into the magic of Florence. Our first stop takes us into the heart of the Italian Renaissance, the Uffizi Gallery. This isn't just a museum, it's a time machine that takes you back to the golden age of art. Imagine walking through these halls, surrounded by masterpieces that have amazed art lovers for centuries. We're talking Botticelli's Birth of Venus, a painting so famous, so beautiful it feels like a breath of fresh air from the ancient world. And then there's Leonardo da Vinci's Annunciation, a study in grace and subtle emotion. Don't miss Caravaggio's dramatic use of light and shadow, a sign of his groundbreaking style. As you walk from room to room, you'll be amazed by the talent and artistry on display. The Uffizi is more than just a gallery, it's a celebration of the power of human creativity. And trust me, you'll want to give yourself plenty of time to see it all. Looking over the Florence skyline is the Duomo, the Florence Cathedral, a masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture. This majestic building, with its famous dome designed by Brunelleschi, is a sight that will leave you speechless. As you walk towards the Duomo, take a moment to look at the intricate facade decorated with colorful marble and detailed sculptures. Now get ready to climb, because the view from the top of Brunelleschi's dome is simply amazing. It's a bit of a climb, but trust me, the panoramic view of Florence is worth it. You'll see the Arno River flowing through the city, the Ponte Vecchio standing strong, and the rolling Tuscan hills in the distance. Inside the cathedral, you'll find a peaceful and spiritual atmosphere. The sheer size of the dome, the way the light shines through the stained glass windows, it's a truly awe-inspiring experience. Next, we're walking across the Ponte Vecchio, the only bridge in Florence that wasn't destroyed during World War II, and a symbol of the city's strength. Imagine yourself crossing this medieval bridge, its cobblestones worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. But here's the thing. The Ponte Vecchio is not a normal bridge. It's lined with shops, a tradition that started in the 13th century. As you walk from one side to the other, you'll find jewelers, art sellers, and antique shops, their windows full of treasures. The Ponte Vecchio is a feast for the senses. The shine of gold, the smell of leather, the sound of the Arno River flowing below. It's a place where history comes alive. Get ready to be amazed as we step into the Palazzo Pitti, one of Florence's largest buildings. This huge palace is actually home to 5 museums each with its own special charm. You'll find Renaissance masterpieces in the Gallery of Modern Art and beautiful costumes in the Museum of Costume and Fashion. But the real highlight here is the Boboli Gardens, a big park that feels like a green oasis in the middle of the city. Imagine walking through these perfectly kept gardens, discovering hidden fountains, and admiring the sculptures along the pathways. The Boboli Gardens are a perfect place to escape the city noise and just relax. Find a shady bench, listen to the birds sing, and let the beauty of your surroundings relax you. Get ready to meet a Renaissance superstar at the Accademia Gallery, home to Michelangelo's famous David. Standing at an impressive 17 feet tall, David is a masterpiece of the human body and artistic skill. Take your time to look at the detail in David's muscles, the intensity in his eyes. It's no wonder this sculpture has become a symbol of Florence itself. But the Accademia Gallery is more than just David. You'll also find a fascinating collection of paintings by Florentine artists, mostly from the 1300s to the 1600s. And don't miss the collection of musical instruments, including Stradivarius violins. The Accademia Gallery offers a glimpse into the artistic soul of Florence. Our next stop takes us to the Piazza della Signoria, Florence's main public square and a stage for centuries of history. Imagine standing in this busy piazza, surrounded by magnificent statues, including a copy of Michelangelo's David and the Fountain of Neptune. The Piazza della Signoria is a place where you can truly feel the energy of Florence. Street performers entertain the crowds, artists show their work, and locals gather to chat and enjoy the lively atmosphere. Take a moment to admire the imposing Palazzo Vecchio, Florence's town hall with its tall clock tower. The Piazza della Signoria is a feast for the senses, a place where history and everyday life come together. Chapter 7. Step into the Basilica of Santa Croce, often called the Temple of Italian Glories, and you'll be walking among legends. This Franciscan church is the final resting place of some of Italy's most famous people, including Michelangelo, Galileo, and Machiavelli. As you walk through the grand nave, take a moment to pay your respects at their tombs. The Basilica of Santa Croce is a testament to the lasting legacy of Italian art, science, and culture. Don't miss the stunning frescoes by Giotto, a pioneer of Renaissance painting. The Basilica of Santa Croce is a place of quiet contemplation and a celebration of Italian genius. Chapter 8. Piazzale Michelangelo, Florence at your feet. Get ready for the best view in Florence at Piazzale Michelangelo, a terrace overlooking the entire city. As you stand on this terrace, you'll see a breathtaking view of Florence's famous skyline. The Arno River winding through the heart of the city, the Duomo standing tall, the Ponte Vecchio a graceful arch in the distance. It's a view that you'll remember long after you've left Florence. Piazzale Michelangelo is especially magical at sunset when the sky turns into a canvas of bright colors. Find a spot on the steps, enjoy the beauty of it all, and let the magic of Florence wash over you. Chapter 9. Oltrarno, where artisans reign. Now let's cross the Arno River and explore the Oltrarno, Florence's charming and authentic artisan quarter. This is where you'll find the true heart and soul of Florence, away from the crowds and tourist traps. Imagine yourself walking through the narrow cobblestone streets, discovering hidden workshops and artisan studios. The Oltrarno is a treasure trove of traditional crafts. Watch leatherworkers hand-stitching wallets and belts. Be amazed by the skill of ceramicists crafting colorful pottery, and look at the unique jewelry designs and family-run shops. This is a place to connect with the soul of Florence, to find one-of-a-kind souvenirs, and to experience the city's rich artistic heritage firsthand. Chapter 10. Taste of Florence, a culinary journey. No trip to Florence is complete without enjoying its delicious food. From hearty Tuscan classics to sweet treats, Florence is a food lover's paradise. First things first, you have to try the Florentine steak, a thick, juicy cut of beef cooked perfectly. Find a traditional trattoria, order a glass of Chianti Classico, and enjoy the flavors of Tuscany. For a quick and delicious lunch, grab a lampredotto sandwich from a street vendor. And of course, no trip to Florence is complete without enjoying gelato. Find a gelateria with lots of tempting flavors, from classic pistachio to seasonal fruit sorbets, and treat yourself to a taste of heaven. Buon appetito! Outro, Arrivederci, Florence? Well, there you have it, our quick tour of the top 10 things to do in Florence. From art and architecture to food and hidden gems, Florence has something for every traveler. If you're planning a trip to Italy, be sure to put Florence at the top of your list. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and inspiration. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your favorite things to do in Florence? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Until next time, happy travels!